Okay, so today we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be ranking the top 10 worst unit releases of this year. 2021 has been a really good year for Dokkan. There's been a lot less terrible units, and a lot of this list, the units aren't even that bad, right? Like, that just goes to show the unit design this year has been really, really quite excellent, but nonetheless, I have found 10 units that I would consider the worst. Do remember that it is subjective, that this is my opinion. You are more than welcome to disagree with me. And you can comment whatever you want down below, your disagreement or whatever. So two criteria to be that I have considered, right, are one, you're being ranked right now, right? And we're in the midst of the Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku celebration here for New Year's. Yeah, because, why would you rank a unit before, right? And the other one is that they have to be summonable, right? Because, let's be honest, doing free-to-play units, that's boring, that's not fun at all. But now that we've got that out of the way, I just wanted to say, subscribe, it's free, and it's cool, I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's hop into the list. I also quickly, before we get into the list, would like to add that there is scaling on this list. I'm not just comparing every unit on this list to one another, because that would be pretty obvious where a unit would rank. I'm going to be comparing LRs that are on this list to other LRs that have come out this year. Dokkan Fests on this list who have come out compared to other Dokkan Fests that have come out this year, and banner units on this list that have come out next to other banner units, right? Because if you just compare them to each other, all the banner units would be at the top, followed by the Dokkan Fest, followed by the LRs, or maybe the LRs followed by the Dokkan Fest, one or the other. And that'd be pretty boring and pretty complacent and no fun. So yeah, just a little bit of a scale in this list. So coming in at number 10, we have STR Videl. This one is a bit controversial, and this is a bit more of my opinion here. STR Videl, let's get it out of the way. She's really good as a one-man show, right? She backpacks the team, right? And she can do all the damage on your team, and you just float her, you just get support units around her, and she's looking good. Like a better version of LR Gohan and Goten. But it's just that Videl, man. First of all, her biggest and most important thing to me is this. She's on 4 categories. She's only on Peppy Gals, Majin Buu Saga Earthlings, and Defenders of Justice. And that's straight up, half of those teams, actually pretty much all of those teams suck. Majin Buu Saga is okay. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Majin Buu Saga, it's a good leader skill. Majin Buu Saga Battle of Wits, it's good. Actually, it's pretty good with the new Kid Buu on here. So I guess I can't say Majin Buu Saga sucks. But most of the Majin Buu Saga, or not most, a lot of the Majin Buu Saga team has aged at this point. And her links are just straight up flat awful. These are horrible units. Her only saving grace link is Cold Judgment. All of them pretty much, and Fierce Battle, obviously. But all the other ones pretty much suck. Cold Judgment, Fierce Battle, that's it. Only ones that are anywhere near decently worth it. Courage, Money, Infighter, Champion Strength, Battlefield Diva, nah. Those are all just misses. But she is very, very, very strong, right? Obviously, she gets the 50% chance to dodge in slot 1 and slot 3. Super effective against all types of the dodge. 58% attack with the hit before she super attacks. And she double supers in slot 1 and 2. Yeah, we get it. She's broken, right? And then this unit, is this unit super attack? I believe this is unit super attack, right? No, the unit super attack is right here. Unit super attack is pretty much it's good. But I wish it would have stacked defense, I guess, because it's not the biggest deal, but she already does so much damage that stacking her attack is just, I don't know. But this is what's truly I don't know what they were thinking with this. This is just, I don't want to say worthless, but this transformation, I don't know, man. This is just, I mean, she does more damage. She didn't need damage. She gets slapped up in long events. She'll get slapped up by super attacks, obviously. But I mean, that's neither here or there, right? The main reason she's on this list is because her links are terrible and because her link categories, and she's just too limited. I don't care, like, if AGO UI Goku, the best unit in the game, was only on one team and that was his team, could you really consider him the best unit in the game at that point? Like, if you're in the best unit in the game in one situation, and that situation is pretty hard to get to, I don't know. And that's why I have STR Vidal on this list. She's coming in at number 10. So coming in at number 9, we have INT Goku and Piccolo, and it is really a shame that this unit has to make the list. INT Goku and Piccolo, they're definitely really good, so it just goes to show you like how good the units have been this year. But anyways, first of all, this again, same thing as Vidal, only 4 teams, full power, join forces, movie heroes, and saviors. That's just not good enough, man. And another thing is that their leader skill, unlike Vidal, their leader skill is pretty terrible. Saviors as a leader skill, like Saviors as a category by itself is just not that good, right? Like, it's okay, but the reason why it's really good is because it's with Hybrid Saiyans, and Hybrid Saiyans is broken. And then 4 key and 100% to INT, but that's neither here nor there. Their super attack effects are actually pretty decent. Raising attack and defense is always pretty good. Unfortunately, they only lower attack on 18 key super attack. That's kind of an L, but it's whatever. Their main thing though is that they get all their attack and defense, or at least on super attack. They get 120% on super attack, and then they get the rest of it with attacks. Right. The most important turn is turn 1. Pretty much always, I would say. Except for maybe like long events, but like long events are like easy. Who cares? Okay, they launch a bunch of attacks, right? And they get lots of key and stuff. But like that build-up mechanic, it's fine, but it just leads them to struggle and look pretty mid turn 1, right? And then their active skill condition doesn't really save it because they need to get hit, I believe, 6 times. No, it's attacking 6 times, right? And then they gotta have 59% or more HP, which is not the worst thing in the world. You can pop an item for that. Their link set is not terrible. They have at least shocking speed and experienced fighters and fierce battle legendary power. A lot of good links. They don't really have a terrible link, I'd say. Maybe tough as nails, but I mean that's neither here or there. I think this one's tough as nails. Yeah, this one's tough as nails. I believe so. But yeah, Goku and Piccolo, they're actually quite good. After you can get them built up, right? They look quite good. They're like a more modern version of LR Gohan and Goten. They look pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't really like units that are getting most of their defense, or I mean most of their attack on super attack. It's just less than desirable in today's meta. But it is what it is. But I mean, I don't really have much more else to say about them. They have a cool costume change and they look cool. And it's a fun card. It's a cool concept. Like Goku and Piccolo. I would really like one of these cards from the Saiyan Saga, but that's it. Goku and Piccolo coming in at number 9. Moving on to number 8. It really does pain me to have such an awesome card at number 8, but LR Tapian and Minosha are coming in at number 8. Look, this art is straight fire. Their animations are straight fire, but unfortunately, that cannot save them from making this list. They are quite good, but I'll give it to you straight. Their leader skill is like decent at best. Siblings Bond is like, it's like an okay category. Sword Figures is like a pretty mid category, honestly. It's not the greatest category in the world. Which one's Sword Figures? I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, this is Legendary Existence, I think. This one's Sword Figures. No, this one's Legendary Existence. Damn it, this one must be Sword Figures, right? Or is this Joint Forces? This is Joint Forces. I'm an idiot. Siblings Bond. This one's Sword Figures, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not a terrible it's not a great category or a terrible category. Actually, I would say it's a mid category, right? Their main problem with me is that they have the terrible, horrible, awful. I don't want to say it's like the LR Evolution Blue Vegeta effect because it's a little bit different, but it is the LR Evolution Blue Vegeta effect. They are quite a good support, giving 2 key and 20% to both Siblings Bond and Story Figures, their own 2 categories. but they don't give themselves any ki, so they can struggle with ki a lot. But the LR Evolution Blue Vegeta effect, 13% damage reduction with each super attack performed. That's just not very good, not very practical. I mean, this unit doesn't really get to the highest defense in the world to be having like 30. They have all right defense, right? They have all right defense, and with some damage reduction, it's not terrible, but they only have a medium chance of performing an additional super attack. But yeah, their super attack effect is also kind of mid. They greatly raise attack and defense. I mean, just attack on the 18 key super attack, and I believe they lower defense. Is that massively or greatly? Probably massively because it's an LR, but whatever. And they lower attack and defense, which is pretty good on their 12 key. So it's, like their 18 key super attack effect is mid, but you want to get 18 key super attacks from damage, but you know, it is what it is. Their active skill is actually quite decent. It's pretty niche, but I believe they cleanse, right? They remove all debuffs, cleansing, and they give 3 ki and 20%, and that's an active skill buff for 2 turns, I believe, which is pretty cool. And they have to have another Tapian Minosha on the team, basically. And I think it's turn 4 or higher, and they got a pretty decent link set, honestly. Notable links including Cold Judgment and Experienced Fighters, obviously the Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, obviously those 2. And they're on a couple teams, but I mean, they're not really used on many of these teams, and their link set is so niche that, I mean, I can't do, how many of these links, how many of these do they, I don't think they get ki from any of these links, do they? No, I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, I don't think so. Which is pretty terrible. They really do struggle for ki. I mean, I guess that's not terrible because their 18 key super attack effect sucks, but it is what it is. This unit is sick animations, probably a top 3 active skill animation in the entire game. Fire OST, cool card art. This card art is sick, but they do make the number 8 spot on this list. Okay, so coming in at number 7, we have INT Caba. Now, INT Caba is actually a decently controversial unit because a lot of people say he's terrible. A lot of people say he's actually quite underrated. He's a little bit somewhere in the middle, right? The reason he's a little bit niche is because he only stacks attack on his regular super attack, and he stacks attack and defense on 18 key. And he came up with, I believe, Kale and Caulifla, but I believe he's not even on their team, right? Because he's not on Rapid Growth because he's a Super Saiyan, not Super Saiyan 2, which is so stupid. Like, the fact that INT Caba is not on Rapid Growth, it's just dumb, really dumb and moronic. And he's not on Bond of Friendship either. I believe he's on, this is Universal Survival Saga Universe 6. Which one is this? This is Bond of Master and Disciple, I want to say. This one is Defenders of Justice. This one's Super Saiyans. This one is Pure Saiyans. Yeah, so he's not on their team, even though he came out with them, which is very, very weird, I would say, but okay. His links are not terrible. He's got Saiyan Lineage. Saiyan Lineage is like one of the better links in the game. He gives 3 ki and 40% attack and defense to Universal Survival Saga category allies, which is his one saving grace. That is a very busted ability because Universal Survival Saga is a top 3 team in the game. At least top 5. So he wants Universal Survival Saga units around, and he needs a Vegeta around to be, like, decently competent, right? Because what you want out of a support unit is to maybe not do damage, but to at least be good enough defensively that they're not a liability on their team, right? Because you don't, like, you're not using Bra anymore, right? Tech Bola or whatever. Like, she's terrible, like, at this point, right? We all understand that. She gives a lot of support, 40% attack, but she's terrible. So him relying on a Vegeta and then, and not being on Kale and Caulifla's team is just very bizarre. Very, very bizarre, right? And him relying on a Vegeta so much, it's just, like, when you compare him to units that are, like, banner units that are, like, INT Third Form Frieza, who's just, like, doing LR damage, has godly defense, attacking 4 times, getting buffs per attack. And also, he also really does badly need Universal Survival Saga. As I was saying before I was interrupted, he really does need Universal Survival Saga units on the team. I believe he gets 6%, yeah, it's right there, 6% attack and defense per Universal Survival Saga category on the team. So that basically means he's only runnable on the Universal Survival Saga team. Also, I'm very interested why they didn't give him 160% attack and defense, because Universe 6, but whatever. INT Caba, he's just a very mediocrely average team unit that just happens to have Universal Survival Saga support, which is very busted. When he's got a Vegeta around on the same rotation, right? When he's like linked up to LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, they can be a pretty decent rotation. But again, in LR Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't have Super Saiyans. It's a shame. Spoiler, like, he doesn't make this list. But man, oh man, did I wish I could find a way to put him on this list, because worst design unit, like worst design premium godly unit ever, in my opinion. At least on the time of release. But yeah, INT Caba, I don't want to ramble on for too long. That's most of why he's bad. Not bad, mediocre. But yeah, there's Caba, number 7. Coming in at number 6, we actually have Tech, Gohan, and Piccolo here for the 6th year anniversary. This unit on release, they were like, right? They were like decent, and then when like after a while, they just became straight up pretty bad. First of all, I'm on global now, so I can read stuff. There are actually a decent amount of teams, and they actually have a pretty decent link set too. Gohan and Piccolo are actually one of the few joined forces units that they happen to join together and have a good amount of teams and a decent link set. But this right here, so they get 20% attack and defense at start of each turn, which is not like terrible. It's not great. I don't really like build-up mechanics personally, but it is what it is. They get all their attack and defense basically, except for the ones that start a turn on super attack, and they have a great chance to stun, which is actually pretty decent. They perform a crit, and when the target enemy is stunned, which is the Jiren effect, it's like okay, I guess. I guess if you give this unit additionals, but their super attack effect is not that good. I don't know. Their super attack effect is just not that good, so I wouldn't really recommend giving this unit additional, but it is what it is. They disable enemy guard when performing a super attack, which is okay, I guess. And they give reps of Universe 7 category allies 2 key and 20% attack and defense. That's just straight up terrible, okay? I don't know what it is with the 6-year anniversary units, 6-year anniversary banner units, but they were just like weird. They were just like 2 key and 20% attack and defense? Man, that should have been 3 key and 40% attack and defense. Reps of Universe 7 is a really good team, but it's a super limited team, right? If they're giving Goku family and Vegeta family on one unit 3 key and 40% attack and defense, Reps of Universe 7 can't get 3 key and 40% attack and defense? I don't get it. And I guess it makes sense. The last class isn't really that big of a deal if there's another Reps of Universe 7. You'd probably want to be running other Reps of Universe 7 if you were running this guy, because then they wouldn't be supporting. That'd be weird. But it is weird that they don't support themselves if there's not another one. That's okay, I guess. This unit overall is just painfully average, right? They're just not that good, right? They can do okay damage, medium chance to crit. Maybe you could say Caba's better than them, or Caba, they're better than Caba, but I don't know. At least Caba with a Vegeta around looks quite good. These guys, they don't look good until like turn 10 or something. So yeah, they're all right. There's not really much to talk about them. They're just what they are, right? And most people probably have this unit by now. Most people, I would assume, summoned for the anniversary. So, yeah, they come in at number 6 on this list. Coming in at number 5, we have Tech Goten here. Tech Goten, I hate to say it, but he was just pretty average on release. He came out with Videl, first of all. Didn't buff Videl at all, and he actually buffed Trunks and Goten, who came out in the previous celebration. Were they the previous celebration? I think Videl came out in April, right? And Goten and Trunks came out in March. But this guy was just pretty average from the get-go, man. First of all, his super attack effect is terrible. When a unit has this as a passive, this small of a passive this year, they're just like, I don't want to say bad, but they're bad, right? Like, this guy is he's just not it. He builds up a 10% attack and defense with each Protector form. That's bad. Like I said with Tech Piccolo and Gohan, I'm just not a very big fan of that mechanic personally. It's just not very good. No offense. Link set is pretty average. I mean, I guess he's got Saiyan lineage, so that's his one saving grace. Actually, well, I don't know. The Link set is fine, right? It's not terrible. It's not great. Like, on the Trunks and Goten team, it's good, right? He's on a bajillion teams, right? But he's really only used, like, I would only ever recommend using him on the, Kamehameha / Gifted Warriors team, because he buffs that team. That's his main team. He's pretty much worthless anywhere else. I mean, this one's, it's self-explanatory, right? This as a passive, nah, that's just not it. I mean, there's nothing else I can even say about this guy. He's just a very, very bland unit. It's just weird that he came out this year, but that's Tech Goten. He's coming in at number 5. This is a unit that I just hate. Number 4 is Android 17 and Android 17 and Golden Frieza. This unit on release was pretty mid. They're actually on release, they were just flat out terrible. No offense. First of all, their leader skill, I don't know what it is with them giving 150% to Join Forces, but they just have some weird kink for it. Join Forces has not had a 170% leader skill ever. And Join Forces is not even that good. Like, it's an okay team. It's decent, right? It's good, solid, but it's not God, right? And they just hate giving it 170%. I don't get it. But anyways, I mean, you give this leader 170% and they're still not used. I'm gonna keep it real with you. First of all, super attack effects, terrible. First of all, this is terrible. Greatly raising attack, whatever. Lowering attack and defense is okay, I guess. It's not great. Units that don't buff themselves defensively on super attack are just, they just leave a lot to be desired. Unless you got, like, I don't know, you're like 17 Tech Golden Frieza or something, right? They're passive. 70% attack and defense, that's just not good enough anymore. Like you need a lot more than that start of turn 1 to be good. They launch, they have a 70% chance to launch up to 2 additionals, which is, it's like okay, right? You know, I believe AGL Trunks has it, and I love that AGL Trunks. But they're like a decent, they're like a quote unquote better version of LR Gohan and Goten, right? They build up up to 70%, 7%, so they need 10 attacks, just like LR Gohan and Goten. I believe they need 10 attacks as well. Get 7 ki with each attack performed. Yep. And they have a 7% chance, reduces damage by 7%. They have a 7% crit chance, and they reduce 7% damage reduction in the same turn. That is terrible. That is horrible. That is terrible. That is awful. All right, that is just straight trash. Because 28% damage reduction after they attack, it's like okay, right? It's like meh. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's just not enough. Like, they don't buff themselves after, like, when they're fully built up. And, you know, with full damage reduction, they're still getting slapped up or by super attacks really badly. So I don't know what to tell you. Even with the damage reduction, I don't know. They're just not that good. It's the same thing with LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. Him getting damage reduction on each hit, it's just stupid. It's just terrible design. Horrible, awful, terrible design. I don't get why they did this during the 6th year anniversary, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you. This is actually pretty good. 4 super attacks is a terrible super attack effect. Condition, active skill condition, it's fine, whatever. But, you know, 7 ki, I mean, this is a turn 5 active skill at the earliest. I mean, it could be like turn 10. The effect is really good, though. That's a really powerful effect. 77% defense and guaranteed crits for the whole turn, plus 7 ki, very good. Link set is not great. It's okay. You know, they got shocking speed. Can I hit shocking speed? They got shocking speed. Tournament of Power is really good. Brainiacs is pretty niche. I don't think Brainiac's tough as nails. Maybe tough as nails because I believe God Topo has tough as nails. But Brainiacs I doubt would have any uptime. Solid support is pretty good with Goku and Frieza. Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, obviously those are your links. And they're only on 4 categories. That might be a reoccurring theme on this list, you know. Units that are on little teams are just not that good. Battle with Buu Saga is, it's like, it's aged at this point. Join Forces is, It's okay. It's good. Solid, I would say. Universe Survival Saga, a bajillion better options. Reps of Universe 7, again, a bajillion better options. This unit never really got the time to shine. They just were pretty mid day one. Extreme class unit. Bad extreme class unit. What a shock. I hate this unit with a passion because this damage reduction, I hate it. It's just awful. But yeah, I mean, I've never liked this unit, and yeah. They're gonna come in at number 4 on this list. This is a horrible, terrible, awful, trash, horrendous, garbage, disaster of a unit here. Gohan and Frieza, day one, they were just straight trash. And I don't know what they were thinking with this unit, man. Their super attack effect, they seal, I guess. That's decent, I guess. 120% attack is fine. 30% attack. I believe they get the debuff. But I believe it's only one turn, so that's, oh boy, thanks for debuffing for one turn, cool. They get great chance to guard after performing a super attack. Not only do they not have guaranteed guard, not only is it after they super attack, it's both. That's terrible, first of all. Like, great chance, right? It's like, you know, it's more often than not, quote unquote, it's gonna happen. But, I mean, even with the guard, this unit is terrible. You get the guard and they're still terrible. I don't believe this is dependent on another Reps of Universe 7. If it is, though, then it's even worse. I don't use this unit. I just know this unit is trash. I don't even have them awakened. Like, they're sitting here in my box, unawakened. They're horrible. But I mean, I even have the medals to do it. I'm just not wasting the medals. Not medals, the resources. But yeah, again, 2 key, 20% attack and defense support. Like, I don't know what there's just a lot of units from the... As I was saying, it's no surprise that a lot of the 6-year anniversary units, actually, not Universe 6, 6-year anniversary units are just on this list. The 6-year anniversary, it was a great celebration, but other than AGL-UI Goku, there were very, very obvious flaws in every single one of those units. LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, he's LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. We all know his problem. The banner units are terrible. INT Universe 7, they're like good, but they're only on one team. Physical 17 and Frieza are terrible. It's just, other than AGL-UI Goku, and I guess LR Roshi, all the units are terrible. And I guess Physical UI Goku too, right? But, yeah, I mean, that's neither here or there. Their link set is terrible. They don't have, or they actually do have shocking speed. They got Speedy Retributions, terrible link. This is this is not terrible, obviously. Cold Judgment is fine, you know, Brainiacs probably has no uptime. Infighter with, like, Jiren or Toppo, I guess. Link set is just, it's just not it. Another notice, did you notice something else? 4 categories, I don't know. But yeah, this unit, I mean, this unit is obvious. Everybody knows what this unit is terrible. I hate this unit. Nobody likes this unit. And if you do like this unit, stop liking this unit, because this unit is terrible. Everything about this unit, there's no saving grace for this unit. There's actually no saving grace. This unit, from day one, like, Tech Piccolo, they were, like, decent day one, right? This unit was terrible day one. Horrible. Horrible. Everything about this unit is bad. And, I don't know. I hope they design the Universe, not Universe 7. I keep saying Universe, like, Universe. I hope they design the 7-year anniversary units to age better than every unit other than AGL-UI Goku from the 6-year anniversary. It's just weird, right? The design is weird. I don't like the design. But yeah, I hate this unit. They're coming in at number 3. Come on. Cut the foreplay. We all knew who was going to be on this list. Tech Piccolo. I don't even know what they were thinking, dude. Tech Piccolo is... there are not words to describe what Tech Piccolo is. Tech Piccolo is a disaster. He's a disgrace. He's disgusting. He's horrible. Piccolo is really, he's a cool character, man. Tech Piccolo is straight trash, man. It is so sad. It is so sad. First of all, the super attack effect. He doesn't buff himself, so it's already like, you don't buff yourself defensively. I look at you and I'm like, you better have some high damage reduction or something. But 60% attack and defense. 60%? 60% attack and defense start a turn. And then he gets, but get this. He's saved because he gets 20% attack at the start of each turn, up to 60%. Oh my god. Another build-up mechanic. What a surprise. That's on the list again? Oh, and another build-up mechanic with each attack performed. Another 60%. Oh, okay. High chance of rainbow orb changing. That's like okay, right? I'll stop the cap for a second, right? That's okay, right? You know, Tech Gogeta has it. Super Saiyan 3 Goku has it. But those units are godly units that are doing this. Tech Piccolo's trash. Why is he not guaranteed rainbow orb changing, man? Like with those units, I understand, right? Because like they're so busted that if they were guaranteed, like they'd be on another level. But I digress. He recovers 6% HP per rainbow key sphere. Okay, but he doesn't buff himself? He doesn't buff himself? I believe even the AGL free-to-play Piccolo from like 4 years ago, from the 3-year anniversary, I believe after he transforms, doesn't he give himself buffs per rainbow orb? Right? I believe he gives, if I'm not, maybe I'm capping, maybe I'm crazy, but I believe he does, right? Something like that. He gives himself a bit of attack and defense or something. I think it's a flat number though, but and he heals, I believe. Disaster, and then he gives him Planet Namek category Saga units, 3 key and 40% attack and defense, which is fine, right? Planet Namek Saga, it's not a great category yet, never really has been, but yeah. Tech Piccolo is really out here doing like under 1 million attack stats sometimes, 1 million, like 1.2 million, 1 million. 800k, 1.3 million. Wow, that's really impressive damage. And then when he's fully built up, he's like 1.8 million. Wow, that's great. And then his link set is terrible, except for like shocking speed. None of the gaze of respect. Oh boy, this link set, no, it's just not good. He's on a bunch of teams, which is exactly why this is such a disaster. Half of these units could use a good unit like Battle of Wits or Worthy Rivals or Namekians, and Piccolo is just a disaster. What were they thinking with Tech Piccolo? I don't get it. Tech Piccolo is a disaster. He's just an underwhelming, horrible, garbage, terrible. I couldn't tell you. What were they even going for? We're going to go for the worst unit we can possibly create, right? Yeah, that's what they were going for. Man, and his art's not even good, but I mean, that's to be expected. But like, God, this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable what they did to Tech Piccolo here. Man. There's nothing to say here. There's really nothing to say. There's really just nothing to say. Tech Piccolo, he is just not it, man. But he's not the #1 spot. I bet a lot of you expected this guy to be #1 spot. But there is a unit that is so disappointing, that is so flabbergasting, it's just disgusting. He's a disgrace to the game. He's a disgrace to 2021 Dokkan and the beautiful imprint that Dokkan left on this world. And of course, he's Extreme Tech. I really do want to laugh, but there's nothing to laugh about here. What could they have possibly... I don't know. And Super 17, LR Super 17 is just... He's good, but he has, like, the most disappointing design I've seen on a premium LR, like, probably ever. I can't even think of it. Maybe LR Vegeta Nappa, but, like, at least... Like, they got some, like, they were, like, decent when released. Super 17 was just weird from the beginning. First of all, his leader skill, right? He's the GT Boss's Android category leader, right? He's an android category leader, right? But he wants, I believe, target Goku allies. Huh, really? So you're gonna make him an android leader, but target Goku. To be fair, a lot of the androids are on target Goku, but there's other units that, you know, are not on target Goku, that are not androids, like, oh, I don't know, Cooler, oh, I don't know, Metal Cooler, oh, I don't know, Baby, oh, I don't know, Hit? Broly? Are those androids? Is Tao an android? I don't think so. Is King Cold an android? I don't think so. Is Mecha Frieza an android? I don't think so. Where's Golden Frieza? Are you? So his leader skill already is terrible. He's a GT Bosses leader, which GT Bosses is just a terrible team in general. But GT Bosses, just look at this, right? Big bad bosses. Where is he? Where is he? Hello? Yeah, there he is. Big bad bosses. Big bad boss? Big bad bosses right here. Oh, big bad bosses. But what does Super 17 not have? Oh, no big bad bosses? Oh, and what's this? No shocking speed either? Replaced legendary power with shocking speed. Shocking speed with legendary power? Huh? 6 categories? 6 categories, it's like average, right? Like, it's not terrible. Oh, what's this super attack effect? Oh, no buffing to their defense? No buff at all on 18 key super attack? Oh, what's this passive? 170% attack and defense. Oh, that's a big number. He's good, right? Oh, wait, no. Because he needs androids, right? And then he needs target Goku. So, like, he's not a target Goku leader. He's an androids leader, right? Which is not terrible, right? I actually thought he got buffs from GT bosses, not androids. Oh, so that's even worse, right? So he's basically just a worthless GT bosses leader. Great. So he needs androids and target Goku allies on the same turn, and himself is excluded, just like LR Spirit Bomb absorb Goku, whatever. And he gets 17% attack damage reduction after an attack is received. So he gets it not this turn, but the turn after. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. He should, or he could be in slot 1, I guess. Could he? I think he can activate in slot 1, right? If he's in slot 1, but like do you really want this guy in slot 1? I don't know. Oh boy. All right. What else? High chance of getting 1 key with each attack received. What? Oh wait, no, I misread the passive. Yeah, he really does get the damage reduction after the turn. What? He gets the attack and the damage reduction after the turn. He only gets it for 1 turn. And if you float him off, tough titties, you're never getting that. Oh my god, right? He does really good damage, right? Like, he can do really good damage, right? He can do like 6-7 million attack stats. Wowie Zowie, great. Wowabunga, cool. I don't even know, man, dude. 17 is the most disappointing unit I've ever seen ever. It's no surprise that Extreme Tech was just straight terrible, straight garbage, straight trash for so long. And now it's starting to finally come out a little bit because they got Android 17 and 18, who are godly units, who are finally really good Extreme Tech units. Oh, it's a miracle. But man, oh man, Super 17, a disaster of a unit. Everything about Super 17 is just horrible. It's just, I don't even know. They couldn't have been using their brains. I don't know what they were on. They must have been like chugging margaritas or something, because this design is just horrible, right? And another thing, GT bosses, right? GT bosses is terrible. And you know who's not on GT bosses? When we get a new GT bosses leader, the duo in the back, right there. Oh, they're not going to be on the team. When we get a new GT bosses leader that's actually competent, guess who's not going to be there, able to support him? Guess who's gonna be useless on the GT Bosses team? Oh, you guessed it! LR Super 17. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking. I couldn't tell you. This unit is so bad and so grotesque that just staring at this unit just makes me angry. But yeah. Yeah, that's the list though. LR Super 17, without question, worst unit of this year. Worst unit released by a mile. Not even close. I forgot to even talk about his active skill. After 7 or more attacks. And what does it do? It debuffs the enemy and causes a lot of damage. Cool. Oh. But what's this? 7 attacks, huh? Who can be debuffed after you get hit 7 times? Just let me know. Oh, nobody? Oh, what a shock. Unless you get hit 7 times in Extreme Super Battle Road, turn 1, and none of them are a super attack, and you don't just get instantly ass blasted with Super 17, maybe you'll get that. But you want to know what the chances of that? Not even 1%. There's no way it's even a 1% chance. And this unit is just a disaster. But that's the list. Let me know what you guys think. I think my list was pretty good. I mean, I'm biased though, obviously. I mean, this is my list, obviously, so I'm subjective. Many people probably would like Super 17 a little bit lower. Many people would have Tech Piccolo at number 1. Yeah, as I said, let me know what you guys think. Yeah. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for stopping by.